All right, hello everybody, and welcome into week 7 here of season 11 SFA content. If you're new around here, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran entirely through Discord. You can recruit, set debt charts, set your playbooks, and participate in a ton of other games. Like fantasy football or sports betting, that sort of a thing for server rewards. If you do watch the streams live, our Twitch is also affiliated, so there are ads. So use your Twitch Prime sub. That way you don't get an ad during an awesome moment. And yeah, welcome in. I have COVID still. I can't taste or smell anything, but I don't have a fever anymore. So hopefully this week will go a little bit better than last week. Let me know if you can hear me. Dog order, can you hear me? Tough loss. This is definitely a week. Where you wanted to be on a bye. There's some huge wins, some crazy wins like Georgia Tech or Arizona State, and then some awful losses like Dogwater getting smoked by Washington. All right, cool. You guys can hear me. So let's get started here. But yeah, definitely a crazy week. So we're going to just immediately get East Carolina out of the way. Kenzie, is he going to kill me and ruin my life? That is the question. No, he is not. Let's go. So Vanilla Vic gets a touchdown. Thurman. Once again, no touchdowns for Heimlich Heisenberg. So he's kind of being held off the stat sheet here, but I can't be that salty as you know, I'm getting wins. That's all that matters. So yeah, lots of crazy games this week. This is one of those crazy upsets. I know Florida lost as well. So let's just get started here. First game of the week is going to be Army-Navy. So on this left side of BearCave, I want to kind of show new users off, basically. So if Micah or Coolio are here, let me know. You have a few seconds here. Also, our bottom line ads, you got Ohio State showing off the hardware there. They are our reigning national champions. And then we got Hail to the Orange for Illinois, seeing if he can take them out. I don't see anybody here, but Coolio's normally the one who joins. So we'll go with Coolio. We'll go on board there. BearCave debut for quite a few people. Yes, sir. Sved in Oklahoma State. Subscribe with your Twitch Prime. As we got rain here for the Army-Navy game, you love to see it. Oh, I'm doing pretty well. I can't smell or taste anything, but the fever is gone. That's all I can ask for. Still testing positive, though. Illinois. I always say Illinois, but I know you're supposed to pronounce it Illinois. No, I'm pretty sure Rosie Palms is a SFA coach. I just don't know which one. I always forget when your guys' names are different. So we got two SFA coaches here. We got Coolio versus Micah. Navy off to a hot start, and then Army, on the other hand, is not kind of disappointing, and they lost their running back for the year last week. So we're going to see who can take control of this one. Obviously, you never know how an Army-Navy game is going to go. 10-0, though, here in the first quarter. Hey, B-Dog, how is the Central Time Zone treating you? As we got 24-0, so Navy seems to be... all right, wait a second. It's not over. You know, rivalry games, they surely can battle back. Here they go. Oh, and they had to settle for a field goal. So remember, here in BearCave, if it's not one score, we have to just keep going. And, okay, it's still a 2-score game here. They can make something happen. And, no, Army is going to put the nail in this one. So, Coolio does get back to 500, which is all you need. Big game there. Yep, Army was rolling. So, let's take a look. Major Cash, SFA player. Coolio, or Cooley, Chris Cooley, who's an SFA player. And Major Cash again. So, big game for Major Cash. All right, so Army, I believe that they had the spread going. I think they had the spread on them. Or no, so that is actually an Army true win there. So Chris Cooley, Army is an upset pick. Love to see your SFA players getting involved. But yeah, we're going to see if the crazy upsets are going to follow us into BearCave. Sometimes you just have these weeks. All right, so we got Oklahoma State and TCU. So since Oklahoma State is on the road, they get to call it. So Sved, heads or tails, kick or receive. So we're going to go to the Big 12 here. This is big matchup here. All right, Sved, let me know. This is a very even matchup. 88 offense, 86, and then 83 and 85. Tails and kick for Oklahoma State. One and 2 for Oklahoma State, 2 and 2 for TCU. Both teams definitely not having the start they wanted on the season. We got Maple Mango versus Fed. See if we get gameplay here. They got Anthony Black, the SFA quarterback. Oklahoma State has a few SFA players as well on their team. So they are going to kick, and TCU is going to receive. Yeah, Dogwater, I saw that line 44-7, and I just fucking lost it. That was so funny. I mean, and then not just like rubbing it in your face when you're talking about how Gamara's a god. Speaking of gods, a quick jump out, 28-7 here at half. Let's see if Sved can make a comeback. Okay, that's a good start to the half, but his defense just can't do anything. You got to be able to stop TCU. TCU has a decent offense. And they got a fumble recovery. All right, and they do nothing with it. So it doesn't look like Oklahoma State's going to be able to battle back as TCU is just giving them the dick. And that is not how you want it. The first season as an SFA coach is always not that fun. Speedy Gonzalez got a touchdown. Anthony Black popping off. Sved, once you start getting some of these guys to come in, your players, then you'll start being a little happier. Tyler Lockett, only 1 catch. It's not what you want. All right, TCU. Let's see how the offense did. You got Anthony Black just popping off. Wait, no. And then Joshua Hinton, SFA player. Speedy Gonzalez had a touchdown. Nice. Cooking White Castles if you're hungry. Yo, I'll take some White Castles. I don't know what a White Castle is. Is that just like a burger place or what? Oh, I was so like, if we were still back when I just solely decided game days, this next game probably would have been it. I really wanted to see Coastal versus Southern Miss. Got OK State here. I got chats popping off today. We got munching on chicken Frances. Or is that Francis? I don't know. Steak and biscuits. So we got steak. So people are munching all sorts of stuff. I got Sprite today. No energy drinks for me. Frances. I mean, number 6 versus number 10, even though I think Illinois is a little bit overranked, it's still going to be a great game day. All right, B-Dog. B-Dog, let me know, kick or receive, because I know Trog's not here. He doesn't really go into the streams. Also, I see Jarkus, nice win over Penn State today. Iowa is coming back after a rough start to the season. And, of course, we got rain here in Mississippi. Lots of rain across the country. CJ Irons. I know a lot of people have him for fantasy this week. Yeah, Green might honestly enter the transfer portal because he was benched for Deuce Hogan last year, and then he started out terribly this year, gets a basically season-ending injury. Now Richardson is doing so well. I think Cody Green going to the portal is extremely likely. So if somebody needs a one-year redshirt senior quarterback, Cody Green may be the answer. Yeah, we've had 3 straight really good game days, so definitely anything short of like a last-second play is going to be a disappointment, I guess. B-Dog, kick or receive? I know he's in here. All right, I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, kick. Okay. You said kick, sorry. Sorry, you guys are talking too fast. Goddamn. All right, here we go. Irons versus Dowis. High-scoring affair, maybe. I mean, it's rain. Coastal out to a 14-0 lead. Can Southern Miss battle back? Yes, he does. 14-14. There you go. And now we hit halftime. All right, here we go. Southern Miss. Coastal, all right, they score first here in the second half, just like the first half. And as we head to the fourth quarter, and they once again extend the lead to 14. Southern Miss needs... All right, big stop there for Southern Miss. Come on, you got to score here. We want some gameplay. There you go. All right, sim play. Here we go. First gameplay of the day. We get to see some CJ Irons action here in Coastal Carolina versus Southern Miss and B-Dog. B-Dog needs a stop. CJ Irons, they're in this pistol, and they're running clock. 1st and 10. They're going to have to start using the timeouts. So maybe a few first downs here. Wins it. Triple option and beautiful defense. Obviously, you can't be running triple option on a team that sees it every day in practice. It's like the easiest rule to follow. You don't run option on an option team. All right, they're just going to hand it up the middle, and a beautiful penetration here once again. The defense for Southern Miss they aren't playing around. So 3rd and 15. B-Dog, if you give this up, I mean, you just deserve to lose. So they have 3 people in the backfield here on the 3rd and 15. They are going to throw it. It's going to be a screen pass, and that's going to be out of bounds. So Southern Miss is going to retain a timeout. So that couldn't have gone any poorly for Coastal. 28-21. They're going to have to punt it back, and they're going to maintain a timeout. So that was the perfect scenario there for B-Dog. Can we give B-Dog a nice home-warming gift here with a win on BearCave as we get a foul? Is that going to be clipping? Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team. It is. So Will Henderson going to put him back to his own 22 now. B-Dog's not too happy with that one. So 78 yards in a minute and 23 seconds. Can B-Dog do this? They're just going to delay handoff there, and not exactly sure if running the ball is exactly the move. There's DJ Hall, the 5-star freshman, the surprise of the... And now they're going to spike it. So time comes off the clock, and you lose a down. I'm not exactly too impressed with these play calls. Definitely not the way you wanted to start the drive. You would have thought that you wanted to throw it here. There you go. You got they got Peyton Hillis in the backfield now. Hopefully they're gonna throw this. Okay, they are. And D's going to take off. He breaks the tackle, but it's 4th down. All right, Coastal can seal the game here with a defensive stop. 4th and 4. What is the call for Southern Miss? Definitely haven't done much. And that is going to be a 1st down. All right, so Southern Miss keeps it alive. David Blankenship, his first catch of the day. Definitely a tough catch, making your first catch in the rain on a 4th and 4. All right, you need to start airing it out here, D. They bring a blitz, a corner blitz, and he hit as he threw. They do say his arm was going forward, so no fumble for D, as he's actually under 50% completion percentage today. They've been playing behind this entire second half, so they probably haven't really been running their offense the way they like to. D. He is going to throw this one, and that's going to be intercepted, and that's going to be the game. Coastal Carolina is going to win on the road, and that was quadruple coverage. I'm not exactly sure what D was looking for there. 13 of 30 on the day, and that is going to drop Southern Miss to 3-3. So CJ Irons and company, the freshman, is going to go to 4-2. They are probably threatening, pretty much the only team threatening Georgia Southern in that conference right now. Yes, Arkansas State took a tough L as well today. So a good game here, but CJ Irons turning, could be a sneaky Heisman player. The only way they can screw it up is if I simmed the kneels, because then only like 5 seconds will come off the clock. But I always watch them just to make sure that doesn't happen. This is why people have unsolid poops. James Moose, which coach are you? Are you in the SFA or are you just a viewer? Alright, let's take a look at the stats. So, a couple runs. Peyton Hillis got in the end zone. D. Dowis, obviously 43%. You just can't have that. Didn't really get anything going on the ground. DeAndre Moose had a sack. That's nice. So, Coastal here. Well, if you ever want to join the SFA, it is a great time. Links are on my bio, I think, for the Discord. You don't need the game to participate and coach a team. You can recruit, set your playbooks, edit your depth charts. It's a fun time. We have like 60 plus active users. It's miserable if you're losing. Because it's not easy to build a team. It mimics real life. So, like, if you pick a really bad team, it's going to be an awful couple of years for you. But it is possible to build teams up. Pinstripe, it's pretty hard. For about 4 years there, you were questioning if you're ever going to even sniff a bowl game. Okay, Dogwater, your team does suck though. All right, so next up here we got South Carolina and LSU. So one of the bigger surprises, one that we have a coach that actually likes South Carolina and wants to stick with them, but that they're 4-1. So Zach, if you're here, heads or tails, kick or receive. Nick, thank you as always, our #1 team in the country here who won again today, who somehow has a quarterback who has like the worst injury rating in the country, and he won't get off the field. Yeah, you can't call the plays. So I don't see Zach here, as we got rain here in LSU. Can LSU pull off an upset? Very much unlikely. You're definitely, unless you're like a national championship contender, you're definitely going to have like 1 or 2 games a year that are going to be head scratchers. But you're also, on the flip side, going to upset a few teams, maybe 1 or 2 that you don't know why you just upset them, right? But that's kind of the fun of it. And then once you get to being a national championship contender, then you get to lose to dumb teams like me and rage at the game. So it's a lot of fun. Ooh, look at that, real tiger. So is South Carolina for real? That's the question we all want to find out. I don't think we'll find any answers against LSU, the most mid team in SFA history. Yeah, Skyflyer taking LSU, swindling them from everybody and not caring about them at all. All right, let's see how this first quarter goes. Really, okay, we start out with a safety and a touchdown. That's what you like to see. 2-score lead now for South Carolina. And they move it up to 16, but LSU's coming back here. And LSU makes it 10. All right, it's still a 1-possession game. It's starting to get a little scary here. As we head to the fourth quarter, it's still a 1-score game, and LSU takes the lead. Okay, so it was 16-0. And now South Carolina, the Cocks, are getting a little scared here. We're going to start going play by play. The Cocks, they got a big play there. Ooh, they get another big play. Can they punch it in? 1st and goal. Yes, they do. And they get the 2-point conversion for Waters. Nicely done. All right, here we go. Can LSU make a comeback? I think the over-under for this, or the line, would be plus like 500 if they'd actually score a touchdown. But they keep it on the ground. That's Munoz. Joe Munoz. He got the start over Terrell Pryor, who got moved to wide receiver and redshirted. All right, handoff to the edge, and he stiffies a corner. That corner was coming in hot. I thought the corner was going to destroy him, but it is now 3rd and 1. Clock is running. They still have all 3 timeouts, but they do need a touchdown. So they need 79 yards to tie this game up. Munoz. He's throwing that one into double coverage. That's not going to get it done for you. And LSU now is decision time. Are they going to punt this, or are they going for it? All right, they're going to go for it. So, personally, I would run it here if I'm LSU, but what do I know? They're probably going to throw it. 4th and 1. Game on the line. Oh, we get a little triple option, and he cuts inside, and that's going to be a stop for South Carolina. A big stop for them. So now, South Carolina, can they punch it in here? Last time we watched them on BearCave, South Carolina did throw a pick 6. There's Waters. Just don't throw pick 6. They hand it off to Waters again. Nathaniel Bandit, SFA player on the defensive line there. I believe last season they were probably, was it the year they went like 7-5? Was that last year? Was that, yeah. I don't know, man. It all mushes together. But that's a first down, so that's going to end the game here. I think last year was a down year for them. I'm guessing they went 4-8. All right, so just a few kneels here, and they should get the victory. Then we'll get to our Sickos game of the week. This is definitely a weird jump, and they're still running actual plays. That should do it. Kevin Waters, another 3-touchdown day. What? That's another perfect line. Let's go! Southern Miss. Mike doesn't like my lines. Shames. Southern Miss, no, Coastal won by 7, right? And then TCU destroyed them. So that was the first perfect line of the day. Normally I'm good for at least one really good line. So another painful BearCave loss for LSU. Yeah. So they start out with the safety, couple touchdowns. LSU battled back, and then they got the 1 touchdown. All right, so we got the Sickos game of the week up next. Yeah, Season 8 is when they went 0-12, and then Season 9 was where they started out 6-0 and were number 1. That was wild. All right, Scar. Scar continues to win. Wacko week we got here, and speaking of wacko, are we going to see a all-timer upset? Are we going to see Harps defeat Cal? I don't see it happening, but you never know. This is a bigger line than normal, obviously. So, get your Bobanos out. All right, so it's going to be Tavarius Trace, the UCLA SFA quarterback. He was a 5-star. Is going to go for over 250 yards with the new playbook change, or is he going to stay under 250 yards with the playbook change? He's had a very disappointing start to the year, to his career. You got So how do you feel like UCLA is going to do? I'm a fan, and I'm not sure if I should expect much. They are going to get smoked here, J-Money. If you're talking about IRL, UCLA is going to continue to do what they normally do. Go like 7-5, 8-4. But in terms of the SFA, Harps has an uphill climb for sure. She is hoping for a legendary upset here. Kick if you win. All right, thank you, Harps. Ooh, a lot of people going the under, I think. Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation. This team, they have a good roster, but because they're in the Pac-12, obviously everyone else is a little bit better. And they're just getting some unlucky sims. But, like, look at their offensive production right now. Their offense just doing nothing. And remember, it is a freshman. So, and we got rain here in the Rose Bowl. One of the most unrealistic things ever is a full Rose Bowl for a UCLA game. That's how you know this is a video game. Look at all those people. Normally there's about a 10th there. But I don't want to give them too much hate because the Rose Bowl is literally like 45 minutes away from their campus. So, of course, they're not going to have a lot of fans there. UCLA went 0-12 last year. They're currently, what, 1-4? Everybody's cheering for UCLA, but Chad Blunt in California are here to squash them. German chocolate cake. I cannot taste it, but yeah. All right, so no choice there for Harps. All right, so the name of the game for Harps, just stay in it until we can see some gameplay. That's what they need to do. So good start here. First quarter, no score. That's what you need. That's what you need. And Cal gets on the board there, and bam, a quick 14-0. Can they get a touchdown for half? Yes, they do. All right. So they're still in this. Nice stop there. Can they tie it up? Okay, no, they do not, but they're still within a score. As we head to the fourth quarter, here we go. So Cal was a 3-touchdown favorite here. And they go up 11. Cal, can they make a comeback? They do, and they miss. Or no, they go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. All right. So Chad Blunt, he punts it there. All right. So once we get to 2 minutes, we will jump aboard. It's 1st and 10 here. All right, here we go. Can UCLA pull off the massive upset over Chad Blunt in California? There's Tavarius Trace there, quarterback. It's a mid-screen. He has some room. Oh, Maurice Warren, he had it. They are moving it here. I'm telling you, use your Twitch Prime, J Jettas. UCLA is playing out of their mind right now. And triple option, and that didn't work. Oh, boy. So what is the call now? Do you go for it, or do you kick the field goal? They are going for it. Tavarius Trace. We don't know how the prediction's going, but this is your chance, Harps. Trace, he goes back. And on the run, and it's dropped. Oh. Dropped by he got it out there. Trace did what he was supposed to do, and he dropped it. Tough. No, Chad Blunt is the California quarterback, and that's who's up now. So Chad Blunt running the ball here. So UCLA can still get the ball back. Harps can still do it. Coach Witten did not like that. He said it's garbage. And Blunt again, and that very likely wins the game. Chad Blunt on the ground. UCLA looks like they may just be coming up just short. Chad Blunt once again. Oh my, and Cal is now running down their throat. Nick Jones. That wide receiver, it was all his fault. Chad Blunt again, they're still running it, and he's just breaking these tackles. This might be UCLA's big issue. You might need to get a defender who can actually tackle. And, you know, they're still running plays. It's probably your last chance. No, never mind. Victory formation here. God, Chad Blunt's jersey's just destroyed. But yes, the no cover happened. This is definitely I mean, obviously you don't want to take moral victories, but UCLA, 1 win in 2 years, keeping it within 5 of Cal here. But, oh my God, this defense is just horrendous. This run defense needs some major work. And that is the game. They didn't run it up, so it stays within a 1 score for Harps. Nice try there. UCLA, valiant effort. Well, yeah, but from that drive, what we just watched, like 4 broken tackles each play. So that's A.J. Sampson. Oh, no. The SFA running back dropped it. He's the man who dropped it. Man, you might need to replace him. But Cal remains undefeated. They're trying to go to the CFP with a freshman quarterback. Everyone says it's an easy call until you get those ones where they win like 44-20. All right, let's take a look at the stats, see if Trace did it. No, he did not. Only 145. So if you bet the under, you win here. Sorry, whoever bet the over. I'm not sure why you did that. And then, yep, A.J. Sampson was the one who dropped it. He had a good day, but definitely not a not a receiving back, as he's a power back. So kind of a big L. And then let's just take a look, see what Chad Blunt did. Chad Blunt didn't even have that great day through the air. He had a good day on the ground. So that's a big W for Harps, in my opinion. Yeah, it was a weird day. There's just some really big upsets and some games that didn't make much sense, like the Wyoming game. Like, how does San Jose State put 56 on you after you beat Washington? You know what I mean? Just one of those lovely things. That's why we love the SFA. Nick, I'll go through a rundown for you. So, Army won, TCU won, Coastal won, South Carolina, and Cal. And now we're on to the right side. And a team that has been surging as of late is Coach Crew in Pittsburgh. Their run defense, or their run offense, has been incredible. They put up 72 a couple of weeks ago. Now they're facing Syracuse, who did get the win on game day, even though they should not have won. Everyone and their mother watching that game. No, Pin, please go delete the form. But anyone who was watching game day last week knows Virginia should have won. They led the entire game. They had 3 chances inside the 10 and got stuffed on all 3 chances, like 3 drives. So, Coach Crew, if you're here, let me know Kick or receive. Yeah, Munami, you completely choked. You completely choked on game day last week. Your those 3 drives, man. I don't think I realized it in my, my hallucination fever. But 3 straight drives of getting turned over on downs, not a good look. But yes, I'm cheering for Pitt here. I got Ty Montgomery in fantasy, so. And if you're here as a viewer, you can join the server and play fantasy football in our Dynasty. So, yeah, lots of reasons to join. All right, I don't see Crew here, so we're just going to go kick. Can they get the upset? Oh, wait, I also have Tutty Tally. I picked Dexter McCluster. Oh, dear. So I'm cheering for both teams. I picked Ty Montgomery in fantasy, and then I picked Dexter McCluster on Tutty Tally. So Pitt gets off to an early lead. Syracuse responds. 14-7. 21-7. All right. 21-14. 24-21. Oh, man. So Syracuse hanging tough. But Pitt, they just can't stop them. No one can stop anyone here today. 10-point lead headed into the 4th quarter. This is going to be a barn burner. Syracuse gets back within 3. Oh, boy, here we go. So we're going to start simming one-on-one and 4th down for Pittsburgh. This is going to be the same dumb shit where Syracuse just snakes away. No, it's 4th down. And a 5-yard penalty? All right, here we go. All right, can Coach Crew, can he get the upset of Syracuse? We saw Clemson lose today as well. Oh, I'm talking about TCS Fantasy. Pitt is going crazy here, trying to run out the clock. Yeah, I hate the tiny logo. As Ty Montgomery there. So a couple first downs will win it here for Pitt. This would be a huge upset for them. And then the ACC would kind of take a huge hit this week. They're 2 undefeated teams losing along with Florida State. So I think they're 3 highest ranked teams losing. So a big 3rd and 1 now for Syracuse. They got to get a stop here. What is the call for Coach Crew? He hands it off, and a stiffy from Ty Montgomery, and no, they don't give it to him. Syracuse is going to get a chance. Oh, no, they're going for it. Oh, my God. All right. Coach Crew, they hand it off to Ty Montgomery again, and that's going to be the win. So a questionable spot doesn't matter as Ty Montgomery seals the game. Let's go. So Coach Crew, a big win. 3 straight wins for him. Massive. Rank Pittsburgh. They are on a tear. Ty Montgomery popping off. And Syracuse goes down. And Miami's in shambles as well. They're 3-3. So ACC, not a good week for them either. So just don't fumble it here and you are good. And there it is. Pittsburgh with the top 10 upset. Huge. Pittsburgh is a sneaky team right now. They are definitely surging at the right time. I believe Pittsburgh may be at the top of the division right now. So DeAndre Wilkinson and company lose again. So, looks like a good day for my fantasy squad. Let's go. Or at least Ty Montgomery. We'll see how the rest of my squad looks. So, Pitt, you may still have a path to the CFP. All right, Corey Burke. Gene Dangus, Corey Burke getting involved. Dexter McCluster scored. Pin, you heard it. Dexter McCluster moved me up in Tutty Tally. I'm popping off this year. Let's go. After sucking ass last year. All right, Pitt. Ty Montgomery popped off. Gene Dangus, your SFA receiver. Michael Bennett, your SFA guy, got a sack. Rafi Spriggs, stole him from Tennessee. Couple good guys here, all doing well. DeAndre Wilkinson, Dexter McCluster popping off as well. And the SFA wide receivers all doing well, but not enough. So a massive win for Pitt. I might have to rank him. Especially with all the upsets this week. This is going to be one of those weeks where it's really hard to find teams to rank. So Pittsburgh may just find their way. I don't want to talk about it. I got the win, but Heimlich, 2 for 25. All right. Next up is we got Notre Dame. I'm just blowing teams out so he's not needed to, he hasn't really needed to pop off. We got Notre Dame and Iowa State. So, Ron, if you're here, yes, you are. Heads or tail, or kick or receive since you're home. Yes, sir. ECU stack. The Vanilla Vic Heimlich Heisenberg stack. I mean, Vanilla Vic popped off. I have the Iowa State stack, and a lot of people actually do. Kiko and Mo Alley Cox. So, in a week full of upsets, this one seems like it's going to be along those lines. I'm really cheering for Iowa State. I really want them to repeat and be our first repeat national champion. Because obviously Iowa State's one of my IRL teams. So, we'll see. Their defense seems to have shown up this year. So, Ron wants the ball if he wins the toss. All right, there you go. Against Bart Rogers and Notre Dame. And no score so far. A score at the end of the half. Juwan Harvey. Shout out to Dogwater in his fantasy. All right, 2 field goals. And there's that pop-off Iowa State offense that is so scary. Just boom, 2 touchdowns back-to-back. And their defense, oh boy, Notre Dame's hanging in there, though. Down 11, headed into the 4th quarter. And they get it, and the 2-point conversion. Oh, God. Here we go. Time to sweat. Next possession, 3 and out. Notre Dame, nothing. All right. Up 3 here. And they get a big play. Oh, my God, 43 yards. Here we go. Can Iowa State win the game? They're up 3, and they're driving. Fake the handoff. Kiko. He has a ton of time. He throws that to the front of the end zone, and that is caught. So 1st and goal now. Can Iowa State score? Juwan Harvey up the middle. No, they call him short. All right. 2nd and goal. They hand it off again. Touchdown, Juwan Harvey. Iowa State extends it back to 10. All right, so that means we cannot watch it as it is a 2-score game. So Notre Dame is going to, I'm going to go play-by-play here. And no, Iowa State got the ball again, and they're going for it, and now they're kneeling it out. And Iowa State wins. They survive upset week to maintain the dream. They still have to beat Baylor, but we won't go into that today. All right, Kiko, 2 touchdowns. Juwan Harvey, 2 touchdowns. Mo Alley had a 99 and a tutty. Nice. Jeff Pimpton getting involved. Stephen Moore. So, very good day. Let's check the defense. Stratford got himself a sack. Scumbag only 5 tackles. Barry Bumpus, tackle for loss. Nice, nice, nice. It's all right, Ron. You got the win. That's all that matters. Bart Rogers had himself a decent day. Remember, Bart Rogers is an SFA player. Nobody has picked him in fantasy yet. He is the Notre Dame quarterback. All right, next up, we got Utah and USC. So, 2 teams coming off rough losses, trying to get back. Trying to get back in the swing of things here. Trying to keep pace with Cal. Neither are users, so we're just going to go on board with Utah here. Lou finally threw a pick. Good. If he's not going to get injured, at least he can throw some picks. Damn it. Yeah, Nick. All right. Now, here is a real stadium being filled up. The Coliseum for USC, 7-0 start. Can Utah come back 14-0? Oh, boy. This could be huge for the division. As 24-0 Utah, what are you doing? 30-0, 33 by halftime. Southern California giving no shits today. My God. They give up a touchdown. See, this is what I'm talking about. That one random blowout. And it's like, okay, fucking 29. Definitely did not have a right spread on this one. You got a fumble recovery now. 50-14. My God. So, you know, I like to see that after what they did to us IRL, you know. But this Moss guy popping off. And then they got a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Yeah. 3 interceptions for Costelli. Miller Moss popping off. 265 yards on the ground for this guy. Holy smokes. All right. So that one wasn't even close. Brandon Campbell popping off. Chaz Horner. All right, USC, there we go. All right, get your Bobinos ready. It's the game you've all been waiting for. Central Michigan at Buffalo. if you're not here and you don't know the hype, Central Michigan has beaten Ohio State and Boston College, both on the road this season. Buffalo is an SFA team. There are no spreads or anything when doing your Bobanos. So, who's going to win? Central Michigan or Buffalo? You're going to have about a minute here. Get those Bobanos ready. It is coming. Remember, if you pick Buffalo, you're probably not going to win many. I assume Buffalo is going to be the hot pick here. Hey, Pin, what do you want to kick or receive? $10 versus 10. Doesn't look like people want to bet on this crazy one. You know, everything, you know, based on the teams, obviously you got to pick Buffalo. But just based on what the Chippewas have done this year, Buffalo is probably an easier win than Boston College and Ohio State. So I have no idea what's going to happen here. I would like the Chippewas to win. That means I have a chance at the G5 bid. So, yes, and the MacGuffin is on the line. So, a lot of people picking Buffalo here. And Pinstripe wanted to kick. All right, Pin, are you nervous? You need to get out to a good start here against these Chippewas. And look at their defense. Based on the teams they played, my God, third best defense in the country. Yes, obviously the Chippewas can also get the bid. But I'd rather the Chippewas get the bid than you over me. Yeah, the MacGuffin's on the line as well. Bragging rights. Potentially the CFP auto bid. Imperialism, yep. All sorts of stuff. Pin, you're not nervous? How can you not be nervous? Here we go. Next quarter. Who is going to start out first? The Chippewas getting an early lead. They go up 14-0. All right, one quarter in. And Buffalo adds 3. Can they get back? They add another field goal. 14-6. 21-6 now. 21-13. So Buffalo hanging tough. They knew this wasn't going to be an easy win. And they do not get the 2-point conversion. The Chippewas once again push it to a 2-score lead. All right, things are starting to get heating up now. As they get a field goal. So now they're within 6. All right, Buffalo is going to get the ball back. 5 minutes left. And they take the lead. All right, one play at a time now. Chippewas are driving. Can he get a stop? 4th and goal here, and they are going to kick a field goal to take the lead. So can the Chippewas get this one in? Yes, of course. You knew that one was going in. Obviously, the kicker was the only person to score against Ohio State. Down to 2 minutes left. Buffalo needs a field goal. Antoine Randall on the return. He stays up. Arch Manning, 20 of 39, 2 TDs, 310 yards. A packed Buffalo house here. I don't think they've ever had this many in attendance, not even for game day. Can Buffalo survive? Or are the Chippewas going to stay perfect? Arch, corner blitz incoming. They pick it up. He gets that off, and he's running. That's Abdus Salam. He's across the 50. So Sahir Abdus Salam, the backup running back, wide open there. A nice first play there. They are across the 50, still down 2. Arch Manning. He's floating that one out there, and he does connect with Eric Decker, who somehow hangs on. It looked like he was about to fumble it, and it's another first down. I'm sure that they don't have that great of a field goal kicker, so you'd probably need at least 20 to 25 yards here. Clock is still running. They still have 3 timeouts. He's throwing that to the boundary, and he connects again. Eric Decker. Eric Decker having himself a nice day. 6 receptions, 81 yards. So they're at the 25 now. Now you start thinking, are they going to score with too much time? They hand it off. That's Abdus Salam up the middle, and he breaks a few tackles. You got to think, is Apollo Ames out of this game? Apollo Ames may be hurt because he is not back there. So 1st and goal now. They're going to run quick option. He gets it off, and he is stopped short. That might be good. Burning some clock as they're going to run up to the line now. And the center runs it in. BJ Stabler gets himself a touchdown, and we get a little cheat code there. That's a well-known glitch. Sometimes the center snaps it to himself. Pinhead cheating out here as Arch runs it in, and now they're up 6. Yeah, Arch cheating. Yep, Buffalo. We knew they couldn't win without cheating. Boo. Buffalo is a bunch. What is this? The Buffalo screw job. All right, well, can Central Michigan make a move here? You got plenty of time. They can still win it with a touchdown. 1 minute, 4 seconds left. And they got full timeouts. Yeah, it's complete BS. They couldn't get in without cheating. Yeah, I should get to play for Central Michigan right now. Let me mount a game-winning drive against Pinstripe. How funny would that be if I just took over? How funny would that be if I just took over and just put a game-winning drive on Pinstripe's head and watched him run and watched him cry? And throws in, that's going to be intercepted, and who else? Barney Fish is going to get a pick 6 here to seal it. Or no, that's George Jordan. I thought it was Barney Fish, but that was George Jordan getting a pick. Damn. You should have gotten a, what can I say? You should have, subscribed with Twitch Prime. You think I want Buffalo to win, bro? So, yeah, George Jordan. All right. So, 2 possessions now. Somehow Central Michigan choked it. They scored right before, but didn't end up mattering. Yeah, I say that touchdown was BS. Boo. Yeah, I'd agree. Death penalty to Buffalo. They win another cheesy one. They should have lost, but they hung in there. Antoine Randall, and then obviously you got the So Apollo Ames may have gotten hurt here today. We'll see if he misses any time. Obviously, you had George Jordan with the interception there. nice little victory for Buffalo. They stay undefeated. And based on their division, they probably will finish 12-0. How do you beat Ohio State and Boston College and you can't beat fucking Buffalo? Are you kidding me? Yeah, fraudulent. Yep. Somehow BJ Stabler getting a touchdown. Are you kidding me? All right. So that's going to do it for BearCave. We're going to do preview, obviously, for next week. Let's make sure, though, that we got... Let's make sure that we have... I mean, if you've never seen the center play before, it happens normally around the goal line, so it's just one of those bugs. It's like when the Wildcat, when my player gets stuck with it out wide. All right, so that's the last game. All right, so preview for next week here. We got Ohio, who actually got their first win of the week. Congrats to Ohio and Buffalo. You got Minnesota at Northwestern. This could potentially be game day. This will be on a BearCave. That will be a fun one. TCU Baylor, that could be a fun one. A lot of big opportunities. Ooh, Louisiana and Houston, this may be a good one to watch. We'll see. Arkansas against Alabama, that will be fun. Washington State, congratulations, they're 4-2. I don't think they've ever won 4 games in a season here, so that is a good one for them. Ooh, USC Notre Dame's next week. Ooh, Illinois has their work cut out for them against 5-1 Indiana. That one will be fun. Nick, thanks for the gift. It went to Pinstripe. Nice. Yeah, Nick popping off. Taking the spot away from Dogwater. And that's going to be it. So definitely some interesting options for game day. I don't know what it will end up being. Obviously, you guys vote. But that's going to do it for BearCave. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, VOD will be after later on tonight. And then all these games will get posted after game day as well. So I'm going to take about 5 minutes. And then I'll be back for game day. So we'll be back in a sec.